Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video we are going to be using some new e.l.f. products and testing them out. I have a few products from the Mint Melt collection, and then I also have the Camo CC cream and then the Putty blush and then a couple other things to test out and then other e.l.f. products that I've used before and love them. So we are going to be doing a full face of e.l.f. products. I'm really looking forward to trying all of these out, especially the two palettes. I love the color combinations of these, so I'm excited to get these on my eyes. But that is what we are going to be doing today. If you are new here, I would love it if you would hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell so you don't miss out on any of my videos, and let's get started. So I'm starting off with a clean face, and first I'm going in with the Mint Melt Cooling Face Primer. So this is the first time I'm using all of these. So let's see, it does have a squeezy tube and ooh, it is blue. I was not expecting that. It is already cooling on my hand, so let's see how it is on my face. It does smell a little bit minty, but not too bad. Or not too strong, I should say. So it does have that jelly texture. It isn't sticky. It is definitely cooling. I could feel it all everywhere that I just put it, so I do like that. I love when products have that cooling effect. It just makes my skin feel fresh. So my skin does look prepped. It does actually reduce the look of pores a little bit, not too much, but my skin looks healthy where I put that. So far so good. We'll see if it makes my makeup look any different. So then I am going in with the Camo CC cream. So I got one shade. I got the shade Light 280N. So we will see if this is my shade. It does have a squeezy tube as well. So this may be a little bit dark for me. And I'm going to be using just an e.l.f. sponge. Yeah, this is definitely going to be too dark for me, which kind of stinks, but let's try it out. This is a very thick formula actually, so I don't know if this sponge is going to do the trick. And this is supposed to be full coverage, actually, so let's see about that. So it actually isn't too dark when it's blended in. That actually does not look bad at all. I'm normally a little bit tanner too, so this color might actually work out for me. So that side of my face definitely looks like it's covered. I really like the finish of that. And that was barely one layer. But you can definitely see the coloration is gone. It did cover up some blemishes on the forehead. The chin, it didn't cover up completely, but I did barely put any on, so that could be it. So I'm going to add a little bit to the other side, anything left on my hand, and then I will finish that up. So that is just one pretty light layer because I go very light-handed with foundation. I feel like I need to add more, but I also feel like I'm adding too much, so I am pretty careful with how I apply foundation. But in my lights and my mirrors, I really like how that looks. It dries down really nicely. It is not tacky at all. And for a thicker formula, it does not feel very thick at all. And I've never actually tried a BB cream or a CC cream before. I can't compare it to anything, but I really like this. With my whole face done, it is a tad dark, but I feel like if I was a little bit tanner, then it would definitely match. And my neck is always lighter. My neck and my face is always lighter than the rest of my body. So also that. This is supposed to be color correcting too and have a natural finish, and it does have SPF 30 in it as well. I think it definitely has a natural finish. I really like how this looks on my skin, like a lot. So I'm going to quickly finish my brows before I do anything else because I forgot to do that. And I'm using the Ultra Precise Brow Pencil. So I'm going to do that quickly and then we will be right back. Okay, so the brows are filled, and then we are going to go in with a new concealer. This is the Flawless Brightening Concealer, and I have the shade Light 26N, and it is a little bit peachy, so I'm not sure how this is gonna look together. It might look really weird. So I have other ones that I might blend in, but we won't see. It is one of those click ones, so let's see. Yep, there it comes. Okay, so it might not be too peachy. Let's try it. Okay, so one layer of that doesn't look like it did much. I know I have very dark circles, but it should brighten a little bit. So let's just add a little bit more. Okay, I don't like this. Okay, it definitely is peachy toned, but I don't think it's crazy. So just from that, I'm not a huge fan. I don't feel like it did much. It did some. This eye definitely with that second layer, but I don't think it did a lot. So let's add that little bit more to the other eye and see if it makes that look any different. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that. So it's not my favorite. I don't hate it, but I don't think it's really doing enough to actually say it's brightening, at least for me. I don't know if other people have liked this. I didn't really look at reviews for any of these products. I don't hate it, but let's just say it's not my favorite. So I still don't have an e.l.f. powder, which is crazy. So I'm going to set my face with the Wet n Wild Photo Focus powder, and I will be right back. As I was starting to set my face, I realized I forgot one product that I wanted to test out, and my face doesn't need to be set to use this, and this is one of the Putty blushes. So I'm going to use this before I set the rest of my face because it is a cream product. This is the color I have. This is, I don't have the name is not on here. That's kind of weird. I think it was Turks and Caicos, but I'm not 100% sure. I will put it on the screen. I'm pretty sure that's what the shade is. So I'm going to use the e.l.f. Annabella Noir brush. I don't know what I'm really supposed to use with this. I know they came out with a brush that was similar to this, so maybe you're supposed to use this type, but let's see. So this brush is definitely very stiff and hard. This actually pokes my cheeks, so this is not my favorite. But I like the shade of that. It is definitely showing up. It is not blending as nicely. I don't think it's pulling up my foundation. There's a little bit of a line, but that could also be me, so that might not be the product. So let me do the other cheek. So let's see if it does the same thing. And it's weird not putting on bronzer first because that's kind of how I dictate where the blush goes. So I do really like that shade. I think it's a really pretty coral, and I actually like it better that time once I kind of got used to applying it. Yeah, it doesn't really pull. It didn't pull anything off, at least that I can see. So far I like that. Yeah, I think this is just me. I don't know what's up with that. But this side looks better. I like how that looks. I like how it gives a nice natural finish to the skin too. Just a hint of color, but you can definitely add a lot more because I barely touched this because I'm scared. So I didn't put on a lot, but you can definitely add more color, but I like how it looks right now. So I'm going to set the rest of my face and then we will get into bronzer. So I like the finish with the powder. I don't think it took away from the color at all. So I'm just going to go in with the e.l.f., of course, the Primer Infused bronzer, and then this is in Forever Sunkissed. I love these bronzers, so we're just going to do a little bit of a light color. Next, I'm going to go into one of the bite-size highlights. I have 3 of the blush and bronzer, blush and highlight ones, and then I have the bronzer and highlight. What am I going to go with? And maybe let's go with the slight pinky toned one. This is Lychee. So I'm just going to dust that on my cheekbones. Not too much because I don't want that color too much. Okay, and now the fun part. We are going to go to the eyes. So I have the two mint palettes, the Mint to Be and then the chocolate mint. So I really want to use the mint colors, of course. I'm going to try and use both of them, but we will see how that looks. So I'm going to prime my eyes with MAC Paint Pot first, just so I have a base all over my lid, and then we're going to go in with the shades. So let's first go into the really light mint shade in the mint palette. Mint to Be palette, so that is that one. I'm going to be using all e.l.f. brushes too, so I'm going to be taking the big eye blender brush and I'm going to kind of run that all over my crease. And actually I have seen some reviews about this color and they've said that you need to really build it up, which I am totally fine with. I don't mind when you have to do that. And I'm going to put that all over my lid too. So I think you definitely get the color. It's not a lot at all, but I can see that it's more mint than this eye, but it's definitely not a lot. So we're going to keep building this up. So after about 1,000,000 layers, I think that's where I'm going to leave it. So you definitely need to build this up like crazy, which is not that great. I would prefer it to be a little bit more pigmented, so I did not have to do that. But I like the end result. I really like the shade. I love mint. So I'm going to dip into the gray in the Mint to Be palette. And I'm going to just blend that in the outer corner and up into my crease. That shade is definitely more pigmented than the first one. They are slightly powdery, but it's not too bad. You don't really have any fallout. I did go a little bit extra on the outside. Not really on purpose, but I went a little crazy with the brush. But I do really like that shade. I really like grays in general. I love wearing gray. I love wearing gray clothing. I love gray nail polish. I just like gray in general. So I really like that shade. But it's not like straight gray. There's a little bit of a minty green tone to it, so I think it is really pretty. So I'm just going to add that a little bit more to the outer crease, and then I'm going to do the other eye. So after doing this, I decided I wanted to change it up a little bit, so I'm going to do some sort of halo eye. So I'm going to take that same gray shade and I'm going to add that to my inner corners as well. So you can see it, the mint shade is actually fading a little bit, so I'm probably going to be adding more of that after I blend this gray, but that's not my favorite considering it is almost completely gone, so that's kind of a bummer. But I will continue to do this and then add that mint one and then we will move on. So that is the kind of outline of the halo. Now we're going to put on some shimmers. So I'm just swatching them to see what one, whoa, that one's very chunky. I think I'm going to go in with this one first in the Mint to Be palette, and I'm going to wet my brush with all of these just in case. So that is going to go on the outer edges. Okay, it looks like just the glitter is coming off, so let's go in a little bit harder. Okay, that's better. So that looks more green than mint. So I'm not sure how I feel about that, but let's just put it on the other eye and see. Okay, so this is like not picking up with a brush, at least my brush. Like I'm going in like crazy and that is what the brush looks like. There's nothing on the brush. So what's up with that? So I'm gonna try and go in with my finger just to add the color that I want. Okay, at least I have that color. And then I'm going to go in with the mint in the chocolate mint palette. So that is this one. And I'm going to put that right in the center. See, that one's definitely a lot more intense than the other one. The other one is pretty much just glitter. And then I'm going to take the lighter shade in the Meant to Be palette, Mint to Be, and I'm just going to put that on top. It is very chunky, so I'm just going to do this lightly. So it definitely very minty. I like the other shimmers. I don't know how I feel about that other green, but its swatches fine. Like, that is the swatch, so I don't know what happened when I tried to use it with a brush. So maybe next time I use this, I'll put that all over my lid and use my finger and then see if I like it better. That'll be next time. So I'm going to add more gray and mint to kind of blend everything together, and then we will move on to the lower lash line. So the mint really blended away, so that is kind of unfortunate. I just added a lot more to the upper crease and it still didn't really do anything. So that is sad. So I'm going to take the gray and I'm going to run that all over my lower lash line. I'm going to take the mint shade in the chocolate mint palette and I'm going to put that right in the center of my bottom lash line. Then to finish it up, I'm going to take the champagne shade in the chocolate mint and I'm going to put that in my inner corner. And I'm going to use that to highlight my brow bone. So that is the eye look. I like how it turned out. It's definitely different, but I like it. I really like those mint shades, minus the matte one. That was such a bummer because I was hoping it would be a lot better than it was, but you can't even see it anymore. So it just looks like I have gray in my crease and that's pretty much it. Oh well. So now on to mascara. So this is another new product. This is the Lash It Loud Volumizing Mascara. So we're going to be trying that out today. So I do my bottom lashes first, which if you watch my videos, you would know that, because if I don't, then I screw up my mascara every time, or my eyeshadow. So this is the wand. It is a plastic wand. It is not natural bristles. This reminds me of something. Oh my goodness. Maybe a Too Faced mascara? That's gonna bother me now. But this might be a little bit crazy for my eyes because I have tiny eyes. So this might be poking me in the eye, but let's try it out. Okay, that looks good on the bottom lash line, and actually there is a little bit of fallout from the glitter shadows, so a little bit on my cheeks. Okay, so that is one layer. Didn't really do much. Benefit. It is a Benefit mascara. They're so real. It's almost the exact same wand. That's what it is. But on their real mascara, there's a little bit more of a ball on the end that pokes me in the eye every single time. But that is what this reminds me of. I remembered. So let's try a second coat. It is a very thin formula too, so not much gets on the wand at all. Okay, so that is 2 coats. Again, didn't really do much at all. So I'm going to kind of add more, and it transferred onto my eye. I'm going to do the other eye and see if it makes a difference on that eye. Okay, so that is like 3 coats on both eyes, and nope. And it is flaking. Good job, Corinne. Good job. It is transferring. Nope. So I'm going to just add a little bit of another mascara just so my lashes actually look like they're existing. And then we are going to finish the face. So I put on another layer of a different mascara and they definitely look better. I think it completes the look a little better. So I have nothing else new to try, but I'm just going to add the e.l.f. Touch of Nude lipstick, and then I'm going to use the Stay All Night Microfine Setting Mist, which I'm not doing on camera because I have to spray this like 18 times before it actually sprays correctly. So let's do that. So that is the completed look. Overall, I like how it turned out. I think the eyes look really pretty, but again, that one shade, not too great. So I like the primer. I mean, I think my skin looks really nice. So that's a plus. The Camo CC cream, I really like. I think my skin looks really, really good. So I will definitely be using this more and seeing how I like it. The concealer wasn't my favorite. I don't think it looks bad. It is not creasing at all, which is good, but I don't think it brightened as much as I would want it to brighten. The Putty blush I like. I think it also looks really good. I think I will definitely get better at applying it because that was my first time and I don't know if that was a success, but I will definitely be using that more to test it out. The eyeshadow palettes I do really like, minus the mint shade. So that is kind of unfortunate. I did not try the other two matte shades in the other chocolate mint palette, so I will be trying that out soon. I don't know if that will be the same formula as the other one. I hope not, because I would rather these show up more. But I will definitely be trying that in the near future, and I will let you guys know what I think. And then, what was that last product? Oh, the mascara. So that is a major fail. That is a dud. It didn't really do anything to my lashes at all. I mean, I had to put on another mascara to actually make them show up. So that was not a positive. My hair looks fantastic right now. Again, overall, I enjoyed most of the products that I tried, except really the mascara is the only product that I really did not like. So I'm happy with all of these products. I love that e.l.f. has been coming out with so many new products. It is just so fun to try them, especially since they are super affordable. So it is nice to be able to purchase their new products, to be able to test them out and not really break the bank. So overall, I'm pretty happy with everything I tried out. Let me know if you guys have purchased any of these products or tried them out, and let me know your thoughts. I would love to hear if these products worked for you or they didn't work for you, or the ones that worked for me. Let me know. But that completes this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please give it a thumbs up if you did enjoy, and subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.